My name is Anna. I'm a 21-year-old college student, and I major in sports wellness. Actually, my friend Mary has to meet her professor today, so she's asking me to go to this matchmaking party on her behalf. I've known Mary since high school, and we go to the same university but have different majors. At the matchmaking party she's asking me to go to, many girls who major in early childhood education like Mary are going, but it's going to be my first time meeting them. She said all of them are so nice, but I was a bit nervous. Well, I'm not the shy type, and I was free now that the tests were over, so I decided to go. Anna, I'm so sorry. I'll send you the address of the party venue, so good luck. Okay. You owe me one. I know, but the people coming to the matchmaking party, I heard they all work for a pretty large corporation. Maybe you'll meet your future boyfriend. Huh? I really wanted to go, you know. That professor, such bad timing. I'm more excited about talking with your friends. Gosh, you should find yourself a boyfriend too, Anna. It's a good opportunity to meet new people. I did agree to participate in this matchmaking party, but I wasn't really looking for someone to date. I was never good with romance. I guess I don't have luck in meeting nice guys. I knew I wouldn't meet someone nice, so I didn't expect anything. Anna knows everything I've been through, so I can see that she really hopes I meet someone nice, but love is never easy, you know. Of course, I'd love to meet someone nice. I headed to the party venue thinking to myself. It was my first time meeting them, but as Mary said, they were all great people, and I quickly became close to them. When we went inside, the 4 men were already seated in the space we reserved, and they told us one of them would be late, so we all started to introduce ourselves. They were all colleagues from the same company. The youngest was 22, while the oldest was 25. I can't remember. One by one, we were introducing ourselves, but I was meeting these 8 people in front of me for the first time, including the guy who was joining us late. It would be 9. The girls are all from the same major except for me. And the guys were colleagues from the same company, so I was the only one who had to memorize 9 names and faces all at once. At the party, the oldest guy, called Shawn, was leading the conversation, and he was asking each of the girls some questions.
What's your favorite food? What are your hobbies?
Like that, we were being asked one by one, but he would always ignore me. My turn would be skipped, and he would start talking about a different topic. This guy, it's clear that he's ignoring just me. Well, I'm not here to look for my potential boyfriend today. The girls looked awkward, giving me worried glances, but I thought it wasn't something to worry too much about. After a while, Shawn said something to me.
I used to be in a band when I was in college, and I was so popular with girls. I can play the guitar. See my face? I'm pretty popular at my office, too. But no one can beat young girls. College girls are the best.
He started bragging about himself, and he was eyeing the girls with creepy stares, making us feel uncomfortable. The girls were giving each other glances with worried expressions. Well, his face might be kind of handsome, but his personality, I was shocked by how problematic he was. He said he's really popular among girls, but I bet it's just what he thinks. I doubt that a guy like him is popular among girls.
Hey, tell us what type of girls you like, one by one. Tell us who you like best among us today as well. Bet it's me, though.
Yep, everyone looks tired of him at this point.
I want to know how many guys you've dated, too. Which is more handsome, me or your ex?
Hey, this guy...
And tell us what kind of present makes you happy the most.
Then our savior arrived.
Hello! Sorry I'm late. I had to discuss something with my client.
Yes, the guy who was going to arrive late joined us at the right moment. And he was... how should I say? He was very unique.
Hey, you're late, Kane. Did the client complain about something? Oh, it was my club's client. Huh? What club? Nah, I don't care. So, what kind of guy do you like?
Gosh, here we go again.
It's showtime!
Huh?
What? Okay then. I like the type of girls who make their partner look good. I was doing an experiment between Leno Vigo and Concool at my dental club. Hey, I'm talking about the type of girls! It took me some time to give out the samples to my club members. Hey, wait a minute! Let me finish first! I'm gonna buy a new car soon, so I'll let you go on it. I was short of hands, so I asked the Everyday Pepper Club to assemble as well. The suit I'm wearing today is from... And I brought some extra samples I had left, so I'll give them to you later.
Wow! Yay! He's such an interesting guy. Or did he naturally end Shawn's boring story? Maybe? As soon as Kane arrived, we no longer had to endure Shawn's creepy stories. The girls were all relieved.
Oops! I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Kane, and I'm 25 years old.
Hello, my name's Anna. Nice to meet you. After he introduced himself, I also introduced myself again, and the other girls also followed. Thanks to him who brightly greeted us, the mood lifted, and we were able to enjoy the conversation. We had some fun for a while, and when I was starting to relax, I stood up to use the bathroom. When I was about to go back after using the bathroom, I came across Kane, who just left the table in the corridor, so I wanted to appreciate him for what he did back there. Kane, thanks for helping us back there.
What? What about?
You know, Shawn, and...
About me forcing him to stop telling his boring stories?
Huh? Oh, yes.
I was actually invited here all of a sudden because they were one guy short.
Really? Me too.
I really can't accept that kind of behavior. I wasn't able to do much, but I'm glad that it worked. Looks like I was useful coming here.
He's so cool, and he's super humble. That's the exact opposite of Shawn. Then Kane continued.
Oh, Anna, I also wanted to thank you.
He said as he smiled widely, but I was surprised because I had no idea why he was thanking me. Huh? Did I do anything?
I was worried that some might be angry because I came late. But after you brightly greeted me, the mood lifted up instantly. So thanks to you too!
Wow, he's such a gentleman. So different from Shawn. I had already become his fan, so I told him honestly. No. I answered in a bright tone because you greeted us brightly first. And? I was about to tell him how Shawn had been treating me before Kane arrived, but it wasn't Kane's fault, and I thought it wasn't something I should complain to Kane about, so I stopped. It's nothing. By the way, why did you get up from our table?
Oh, right. I was planning to call my client back because I received a call from them. Let's talk again later.
Then he jogged away as he waved at me. I couldn't help but laugh seeing how nice and bright he was, and when I went back to the table, I was disappointed seeing that Shawn was the only one talking again with Kane gone. Everyone was looking down as they sighed. He would ask questions to the girls except for me again, and he was basically ignoring me throughout the conversation. When someone else tried to bring up a new topic, he would start talking about himself again, saying, "I did that, I did this." The conversation wasn't going anywhere. The girls looked uncomfortable, and the guys, except for Shawn, also looked awkward. I really don't care whether he dislikes me or not, but I can't accept how he ruins the mood. First of all, why is he ignoring me? The question formed in my mind, but I said in a voice loud enough for the girls to hear, "You don't have to worry, I really don't mind," I whispered to them. Then I guess the girls wanted to change the mood. One of them said, "Let's play a game." We would be talking about the topic written on the card we chose one by one. She had brought some cards to play the game. I thought we'd be able to take turns talking if we used it.
Nice! I'm good at shuffling cards. I'll hand them out. So give me the cards.
Shawn got excited, and he took away the cards from her hands. After he showed off his shuffling skills, he handed a card to each of us. What kind of guy is he? I kind of expected it, but I was the only one without a card. He even placed a card in front of Kane's seat, although he was away to call his client. Isn't this too much? Why does he hate me so much? Everyone else is getting worried about me and being kind. I was trying not to worry about it, but this really made me mad, so I told him, very clearly. Shawn, am I invisible to you?
Huh?
I've been ignored by you all this time. When I boldly said that, Shawn furrowed his brows and stared at my face. Then he scoffed at me.
Gosh, you weren't my type, so I thought I'd just ignore you, but turns out Your personality's bad too.
Huh?
Don't even bother to ask. You have a fierce personality with that appearance? So awful.
Ugh, he pissed me off. I wasn't able to hold in my anger. Did I ever do something to you? You're being very rude.
Are you mad because I don't care about you?
How dare you treat me like this when it's still our first meeting?
What are you saying? Oh, don't tell me you have a crush on me.
Of course not. Stop smirking. There's no way I have a crush on you. I was so creeped out that I was at a loss of words.
You're so disappointing in so many aspects. Those with glasses are usually too serious and lame, right? And I hate those who can't even control their weight. What are you wearing? So loose, looking like a kindergartner.
What?
You said it in your introduction, but you're the only one majoring in sports wellness, right? The major's definitely not for you. You can't even look after your own body.
With those words, I realized the reason why he kept ignoring me. It's true that I had my glasses on today because I struggled to put on my contact lenses. I decided to come to this matchmaking party all of a sudden, so I was wearing my usual jacket that was larger than my size and a long skirt, and it wasn't like I was dressed for this occasion. His type was cute girls in frilly dresses, so he ignored me because I wasn't that kind of girl. But my fashion is just normal. It's not like I'm slacking off to look pretty. He ignored me judging from my looks. So immature. I was too tired to argue back, but then Shawn kept on insulting me with worse comments.
If you don't want to be ignored, how about you lose some weight? Even if you try to hide your body with large clothing, it's pretty clear that you're fat. So embarrassing.
I guess the other guys finally realized that the mood was absolutely horrible, and they were trying to calm him down by saying, "Let's stop." But he kept on laughing as he pointed at me. I could no longer keep silent. Ha ha ha, so funny, right? I didn't know my outfit looked like I was trying to hide my body shape.
Yup. I told you it's clear that you're fat.
You've been bragging about how popular you are among girls, but I guess you actually don't see anything, huh? Who's the lame one here? Well, I got to learn something new. When I said that as I scoffed at him, it seemed like I angered him.
Huh? What's so funny?
Because you treat me as if I'm fat.
It's true.
I bet those pairs of eyes are not functioning at all.
What the hell? You think I won't talk back? Well, now that I already found out, you don't have to hide your fat body anymore. If you're not fat, take off that jacket that's a pain in my eyes. Look, you can't do it, right? Because you're too fat!
Everyone was creeped out by him, but looks like he was completely unaware. Gosh, so annoying. It really pisses me off when people judge others by their appearance. Why are there so many guys like him? I took off my jacket that was larger than my size, just like Shawn told me to. Ah, so hot.
Huh? No way!
I took off my jacket and I was relieved, and I revealed the short crop top that showed my belly. Seeing my body, everyone froze, taken aback. And then Kane came back and said to me,
"Wow! A piece of art! I bet you worked very hard. Great job!"
Thank you.
You're tall, have a great figure, and you even have nice abs. How amazing! And you have a great body that every model would dream of.
Yep, I do wear a large jacket to hide my body, but it's not like I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm fat. And I'm also not trying to hide my abs, which Kane mentioned. I was hiding my large breasts. Actually, I feel uncomfortable about my large breasts. And all the men I've dated before were dating me just for my breasts. So that's why I said I was unlucky with men. So I usually wore a large jacket to hide my breasts. So maybe that's why I looked a bit fat. This is just a coincidence, but my legs weren't visible either because I wore a long skirt today. I'd been learning hip-hop since I was little, so I really hated my breasts would move every time I danced big movements. Oh, by the way, I naturally got abs practicing my dance moves. Shawn, the one who asked me to take off my jacket, had his mouth wide open like a hungry fish. I guess he couldn't take back what he said now.
Even if you have a great body, You're ugly with glasses!
Then Kane, who had been smiling until now, said,
Oh, nonsense. Huh? It's wrong to judge people by their appearance, but she's like Venus once she takes off her glasses. No, wait. Anna, can you take off your glasses?
Oh, my eyesight is pretty bad, and I won't be able to see much.
Just a second's fine. Please?
He pleaded, so I took off my glasses.
Gosh, no way.
It's hard to judge my own face, so I don't know how to describe my face, but everyone looks surprised.
Wow! Much more beautiful than I thought. A beautiful personality comes with a beautiful face.
My idol Kane praised me. Men would usually only comment on my large breasts, so I felt embarrassed to have him value my personality and praise my face. And even when I took off my jacket, he didn't mention anything about my breasts, and he instantly praised my abs, so I felt like everyone didn't stare at my breasts too much. Does he have everything planned out?
What? If you look like that, don't dress like that in the first place! Well, if you have a crush on me, we can go on a date after this.
When Shawn said that, acting all different now,
Aren't you being too selfish? I think you should apologize first. Apologize to Anna.
pressured by Kane.
I'm sorry. Anna, what do you say?
To be honest, his apology sounds forced, so I was still mad at him. I have to argue back when I'm dealing with a guy like this. I won't accept your apology. I hate guys who are empty inside despite having a handsome face, so I never want to go on a date with you. Come back again after you fix your personality. Well, even if you ever come back, I bet I'll never see you again.
Ah! Problem solved.
I bet his pride was hurt. He left the room with a red face. The girls said to me, I feel refreshed. I'm glad you said that to him. Except for Kane. They were all younger than Shawn. And because he was their senior at work, they didn't dare to say much. And I think I wouldn't have been able to act so bold without him. So I was really thankful for Kane. What happened after that was, it turns out Shawn had a horrible attitude at work as well, and he was sent to another branch after their juniors complained about him, and he kept acting bossy at his new workplace as well, so he ended up being fired. He was a playboy, and people found out that he was having multiple affairs with different women at the same time, and everyone sued him, so he's now drowning in debt. He works day and night at a factory and convenience store. He's doing the job the moneylenders forced him to do, such as tidying the storage and cleaning the toilets. Ha! I bet his self-esteem is destroyed. By the way, I heard that Kane often went on business trips and that he's in America now. I guess that's why he used foreign words sometimes. Are you wondering how I found out about these things? That's because I was interested in him and asked for his number. I never expected to meet anyone nice, but I fell in love. When I told Mary, she got excited and said to me, I'm rooting for you. It turns out Mary was friends with Kane's older sisters. She told me that they were quite interesting too. And she told me that she was going to eat lunch with the younger sister, so I pleaded to let me join. And I'm meeting for the first time at a cafe today. She's Kane's sister. I bet she's a great person too. Oh, she's here. Huh? Where? Paige, this way. Nice to meet you. I'm Kane's older sister, Paige. Yep, she was interesting. Well, she was definitely interesting. The stories she told us were like from a different dimension. And I made up my mind. I'm going to study a new language, because if I can be fluent in another language, I thought I'd have more in common with Kane. I'm gonna hit on him from now on.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!